second Muay Thai session at the Essex Kickboxing and Muay Thai Academy, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Still my second session. Give me a minute. My memory's not too good. I literally just want to make a confession. I have spent all weekend away in Clacton and I haven't barely slept at all. So I got myself a pre-workout just to help me get through this session. So this session, as it was in my last session, it started out with skip rope, which I'm absolutely terrible at. It only went on for about 5 minutes, but honestly, it felt like 20. I hope I really get used to this skipping in the beginning. It is difficult, but I'll get there with time. But I was pretty proud of myself in this session because I've done more than I expected. So I noticed some small improvements in this video from my last, and hopefully that progress will continue. After skip rope, we get straight into stretching, and it feels good to stretch. I cannot lie. I feel like I've been immobile for months. And now these stretches, I'm clicking, cracking, and I'm feeling all sorts going on in my back, neck, and it feels great. One thing I couldn't really get a hang of is these spinning your arms back and forward at different rotations. Even though I can barely stretch as much as some of the other people in this class, it still felt good getting that stretch out. And if I keep up with this, then hopefully I can stretch like these guys. Soon after stretching, we started to work on technique. The coach Rob was showing us some techniques to work on the bag, starting with swinging the bag back and forward and just practicing on sitting on your punches every now and then. I can't lie, I struggled with every single exercise, every single technique. I was all over the place, but as the session went on, I felt better. I felt like I was doing a bit better and definitely feel like I've improved from my last session. However, do take into consideration that I'm still overweight, I'm still unfit, and it is hard for me to keep up with this class. So I'll probably take a few more breaks than everybody else. But I really want to cut those down and stay in the session for as long as possible. I really struggled with this punch in particular. I really wasn't getting it right to begin with, but as I changed the technique slightly, I felt like I got it a lot better towards the end. What I really like about Coach Rob is when he stops the class to show us the technique, and he kind of corrects the class as a whole, and he also does go around individually at times to stop you and help you to get your technique correct. I took several pauses throughout the session because it was really hard to keep up with. I felt defeated at times, but when I could, I kept on going. So halfway through the class, Rob wants to point out my roundhouse kick to the entire class, and I was anxious because I didn't know whether he wanted to show my technique for good reason or bad reason. But either way, I had to perform the same kick I was doing over and over again in front of everybody. So I did it.
Everyone except for Jay. Stop and watch Jay. Carry on. Strong kick, isn't it? Right? Keep going. One. Yeah? Big strong kick. One. Good. So, something to think about. We all know I'm a karate guy. I love my bang.
And Rob explained to the class that this, although is a powerful kick, that we should think about different angles of coming up with the kick instead of just going around the side, because coming up the side with the kick can be blocked and you can get minor fractures in your feet when you go with those side shots. What Rob then explains is you should come straight up the middle if you want to get those different angles and take less risk to your body when you're attacking your opponent. And I feel like this approach to kicking is solid advice. And I've never been shown this before, but I've seen it executed in fights. What I liked about this session is it seemed to be very concentrated on technique, and even though I'm really far away from being any sort of fighter, and I will continue to practice and try to store that muscle memory from the things I learned in this lesson. But my journey is not all about doing Muay Thai, it's about losing weight and getting in shape. So I'm hoping these sessions are going to help me slim down and get fighting fit. Although this lesson was hard graft, I can't wait to get back in there. So stay tuned, subscribe, like and comment if you want to see the next video.